Hey, you guys, welcome to episode 2, week 2 of the Battle of the Bands Rockus Maximus Retro. Why don't you guys tell us who you are, your band name, and individual names, so we get to know you a little bit better.
Okay, we're Forever Endeavor, and this is Anthony.
I like to party.
He's like calling us now. Alright, I'm Kiki.
Mallory. I like to study.
Jesse, and I like to take pictures.
He didn't really ask us what we like to do.
I know. That's what I was just gonna say. I'm Jake.
Oh, I play the.
End it. Done.
Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna do Jimmy Morrison style, but yeah.
go ahead, do it, go ahead.
Just do it. Come on, do it.
I'm Jim.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all I said.
Okay, you feel better?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Okay, so it's 2009, and right about now it's probably February, and we just inaugurated a new president for the United States here, and this is the state of the world right now. Tell us about how you guys think the world is right now, the state of the world. Things going on. Sucks?
Hey, economy.
Talk.
Crazy. Well, gas is terrible. Well, it's better now, but it's gonna go back up. It's gonna be like 2.
Yeah.
It's just hard to find a job for
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
Like my dad,
Okay.
not having a good job.
Yeah.
I feel very optimistic about Obama. I voted for Obama, so I'm excited about that.
Okay.
I feel like good things are going to happen.
I mean, it's another day and another time and another atmosphere, but you
What
know.
does that mean?
I think in our
I
society
don't
right now,
really
people
agree.
are too focused on the wrong things.
I
like
think that-
material things,
Right.
and they're not focused on the bigger picture. Knowledge and friendship and things
Yeah.
that actually matter.
Right.
Okay.
So, sorry. He's just Anthony. He likes to party.
Go with the flow.
Just parties.
He just parties. He doesn't care how he looks.
Coming up.
You're the future. You are the future.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about the current situation, the way things are in the world?
Well, we can only hope that they get better. I mean, they're not the best right now, but they're not the worst either. So,
Okay. And you guys now, you're in the position where you're starting to get into the place where you guys can actually create some social change in the world that you live in. So tell us about social cause or a social effect or effort that you'd like to see.
well, I think a big one is definitely coexisting. Like, no matter what religion or
Being
you
accepted.
practice, just being accepted altogether. Like, no matter who you are, where you come from.
The culture.
Yeah, and pretty much. I mean, I just think that the world would be a much better place if we all just accepted each other for who we are, and no matter what we look like or all of those.
Instead of trying to make other people assimilate to how we are, just accept them and
Exactly.
they accept us.
Do you guys have a social cause that you'd like to promote right now?
Peace. I guess I got my person. What? My personal one.
Yeah, her personal. You go
What's your
ahead.
personal one?
Oh, I'm an animal rights activist, but
Right.
that's just
Keep
my
that.
personal thing.
I mean, she's kind of convinced me though. I mean, she was talking about how,
I'm very convincing.
yeah, how
Instead of buying a dog from like a
From a pet store,
you
get one from the
rescue
pound.
one from the
That's
pound.
everyone.
and then
It's for
my
everyone to
first
buy.
thing, my first was like, well, if nobody buys them from the pet store, then those poor dogs at the pet store. But then what did you say?
They wouldn't breed them, so they would get at the pet store.
Exactly. So I was like, whoa, she got me.
I got you
I'm
good.
stupid.
So tell us about your cause.
She's going to.
Oh, my personal cause?
That's what you guys were talking about, right? Okay.
She rescues animals.
Yeah, I try to, educate people about things. I think a lot of people are ignorant to certain things, and
That's nice.
that's not their fault. That's not their fault. They just need
Ignorance is taught because
Some people
I
are
think
so
that-
narrow-minded.
Well, one thing is I think that the next generation should teach their children to be more open-minded about people in general. Because I think so many times that, obviously we're getting a little better because we have an African-American, well, soon-to-be African-American president. And,
He's not
you know,
African-American yet, though. Soon to be.
yeah. So,
Almost there.
He's like Michael Jackson.
He plays basketball.
We're heading in the right direction, at least.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that things can only get better. I mean, we just have to open our minds and start being that. I just feel like we just have to breed our children.
Breed our children.
You know what I mean.
You guys are going to be really popular with this.
I didn't mean breed our children. God.
I don't know if you clone our children too.
Yeah. So Kiki has love and hate relationships with children.
What?
She
With
said
babies?
yesterday.
God.
She said that yesterday.
That was
Thought she
not
was
a
very
thing, but anyway.
Whoa, stop putting your business out
I'm a child.
So any other social causes you guys would like to promote?
What?
Which one were we talking about last night?
I don't know what we're talking about. No, that's not a retro one or one from now?
Up to you guys. Your social cause. This is your moment.
Moment to shine.
Yes.
I just think that when I think of like the past and like the 60s and stuff, I don't know why I always go back to the 60s, but I think music got them through a lot of what was going on, like the war. There was folk music and like the segregation and all the racial issues. There was like Motown and Stax and all that stuff. I just think that music gets you through pretty much everything. I think that's all. That's a social cause in itself. Music.
Okay.
So.
Music could change the world if we all let it. If we all had open minds and our next generation of children all had open minds and yeah, the ones we breed.
I'm stupid.
I just think, yeah, I think a lot of things, but
You had
Music-
mentioned past generations, so
yeah.
if you guys right now had something to say to previous generations, whoever they are, what would you say to them? Great
Yeah.
job, bad job, what's
Thank
going?
you.
Good job.
You guys
Thank
rock,
you.
and thanks for inspiring us, pretty much. And even people now, like Joshua James and Deer in the Headlights for me, Sia for her, just continue to inspire me. Keep up the good work, guys.
Okay. Any other social causes from previous generations you guys think need to be paid a little bit more attention to?
I'm thinking.
I don't know. I guess not.
Guess not.
I should
Okay.
Bob Barker.
What?
You sure to spade and neuter your dog.
Okay, so moving on. You guys were talking about breeding children a little bit earlier. So the generation that's coming after you guys, the future, what do you have to say to them?
Well, as I said before,
Because like when you guys, like 20 years from now, everything you guys are saying right now is going to be retro.
yeah.
Right.
So yeah,
Which is awesome.
what kind of a legacy are you guys leaving, or do you want to leave for the
Well,
future
we can
generations?
hope that people, like I said a bajillion trillion times, that we raise our children with right and wrong, and that way we have a society that knows what's good and bad, and that is more open-minded. I mean, of course, they're still gonna know what's wrong, but that way we can all,
I hope that people grow up to question things and seek, knowledge and as much as possible, and not just listen to whatever's told to them, and be accepting and moralistic, like you were saying, and just seek good in others and in themselves.
I believe that you should just basically just be caring and loving toward everyone and just follow what you think or what you know you should be doing. You're
Follow
like
your bliss.
your destiny, basically. Just follow it. You'll be happy. You'll make everyone else happy too.
It's on my chest, I know I got it tattooed for a reason. That's a song.
Okay.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow your bliss. It's on my chest. I know I got
She
it.
needs her
Sorry.
medicine. She didn't take her pill today.
Yeah, but it's so true. Follow your bliss.
Right. Follow your
No
dreams.
matter-
Listen to your heart.
Who cares if you don't have money in what you want to do?
Right. That's not
Like,
important.
if we just toured the world and didn't get any money out of it and just
Be
made
happy
music every
doing
day
it.
and
Yeah.
traveled and met people and, I'd be completely
I
happy.
could live under a bridge and be perfectly
We
happy
wouldn't
with it.